Welcome back to Ashley X Stitches. My name is Ashley and this is my YouTube channel where I talk about cross stitch. This is FlossTube episode number 4. Thank you so much for being here today. It has been just about 2 months, almost 2 full months since the last time I recorded a video. Life has just gotten really crazy busy and it's been hard to find time to sit down and film a video. But I have been doing plenty of stitching, so don't worry. I have a lot to show you today because I have 2 full months worth. So we have a lot to go through today and I am happy to be back. I would really appreciate it if you would like this video and subscribe. If you enjoy what I'm doing here, it would mean a whole lot to me and I would love it if you stuck around. So with that being said, we have a lot to go through today, so let's get right into it. All right, so I have my iPad here with all of my notes. So if I'm looking down a lot, that is why. In the last 2 months, I have stitched on 9 projects. This includes 3 new starts and 1 SAF, a start and finish, and 1 finish, which is that SAF. So yeah, 0 FFOs. I have stitched 14,361 stitches since the last time I saw you. Okay, it's been 2 months. For some of you, that might seem like nothing. For some of you, maybe that seems like a lot. For me, I feel like it's like kind of average, but it is a lot to show you. Also in my last video, I said, I had talked a little bit about my goals, and I said I wasn't doing any yearly goals, like I wasn't doing Whip Go or anything like that. Plot twist, I'm doing Whip Go. Yeah, I have decided to do Whip Go, but I'm doing it as Stitch Go. It's Whip Go by Jessie Marie Does Stuff. For each number that gets called throughout the year, take the Whip Go calls and multiply them by 100 to get the amount of stitches that I need to do for the month. I'm doing it for a specific project because I am motivated to get it to a finish. The first project that I have to show you today is what I lovingly call Frank because it looks just like my dog Frank, but the actual name for the pattern is called Thoughtful and it is by White Willow Stitching. Last time I showed it to you, it was around, I want to say like 48% maybe? No, it had passed 50%. It was probably about 55% if I had to guess. But here Frank is now. So since the last time I showed it to you, Frank has gotten 3,509 stitches added into him. So he has seen a lot of progress. Because I believe the January call meant I needed to do 900 stitches. The February call, I believe, made me have to do 2,700 stitches. And I believe the March call is for 700 stitches. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. So that is where the 3,509 stitches in the last 2 months has come from. And it's at 70.97% now, which is really exciting. This piece's birthday, 1-year birthday, is coming up. I started this piece on March 17th, 2025, and today is March 13th, 2026. So its first birthday is just a few days away. And I'm really happy that it's at 70.97%. I think that's pretty good. The total stitch count is 27,099. So I think that's pretty good. In a year, I've gotten this far. Not working monogamously on it for sure. So it is being stitched on 18 count oatmeal Aida, and that's about it. I'm really happy with where this one's at. Next is The Wonders of the James Webb Space Telescope by Climb and Goat Designs. I started this one on August 31st, 2025. And the last time I showed it to you, it looked like this. And since then, I have added 449 stitches to it, and it is now at 50.58%. So here it is. I believe the last time I showed this to you, I was either just finished with this hexagon or I was currently working on it. I am now working on this one. I believe I didn't touch this one at all in in February, because I was working on 2,700 stitches in Frank. That was my priority. But I have picked this one up, I think 2 days so far in March. And so that is where it's at. I think it's looking really good. Again, I did pass the 50% mark on this one, which is really exciting. Not including the back stitch. There is a decent amount of back stitch on this one, but I am really happy with where this one's at, and I'm really enjoying picking it up. So, loving that. This is being stitched on 16 count Starry Night Ada by Witch's Garden Crafts on Etsy. I think it's just so beautiful. So the colors just pop on it, and it's just turning out really nice. So happy with this one. My next whip is Wicked Witches by So Lovely by Chelsea on Etsy. My brother and sister-in-law bought me this pattern for Christmas, which was so sweet of them. So I got this one started December 29th, 2025. This is what it looked like the last time I showed you. Since then, I have added 857 stitches to it, and it is now at 37.32%. Here it is now. It is not ironed, so sorry about that, but I do not have time for that. It's been 2 months since I've been able to find time to film, so I definitely did not have time to iron. But hopefully you can see it pretty well. So this one, I actually haven't worked on this one in a little while, maybe early February. It's been a little bit, but I'm in no rush to get this one done. It's nice as a work piece because it's just big blocks of color. So I can get a good amount of stitches done in a little bit of time. And it's just a nice way to relax during my work day if I can find the time. This is being stitched on, what is this? 32 count Valor linen by Picture This Plus. It's a nice, it's a green for sure. It's kind of a neutral green. Definitely a good amount of modeling in here. And I'm excited to when I will get to add the green in Elphaba's face to this, because I think it will complement the color green of the fabric very well. So that is where that one's at. This next one is A Year in Stitches by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. Here is what it looked like the last time I showed you. At that point, I would have been caught up through the time of filming, I believe. So that would have been about mid-January-ish. I am still caught up on this one through, I guess, last Saturday. So I guess I'm about a week behind because I usually stitch on it over the weekend. I just, catch up on that week's worth of temperature stitching. So here it is. So I am stitching this with the high temperature every day in the city that I live in, which is Westchester, Ohio, a suburb of Cincinnati. As I mentioned, I am caught up through at least last week. So this is at least through like the first week of March. As you can see, we had some really cold days in the front of the year. The super dark purple colors are where it didn't even reach a high of 20 degrees Fahrenheit, which is extremely cold. And then the yellow stitches, you'll see, that is when the high temperature is over 70 degrees Fahrenheit, but hasn't reached 80 degrees Fahrenheit. So in just a little bit of time from, I believe, like the end of January to now the beginning of March, we have seen temperatures that didn't make it out of the teens to low to high 70s as the high for the day. Pretty crazy. So I'm loving this project as a way to track the weather in the city that I live, and it's just been a lot of fun. I love the colors that I'm working with, and I can't wait to get into the warmer temperatures for a lot of reasons, but to get to see all of the colors as part of this. Why do I keep putting my projects down? This fabric that I'm stitching this on is 32 count Lugana in the color Colleen by Grace Notes, and I'm stitching it 2/2. I don't remember if I said it, but I have added 550 stitches to this since last time. Again, just keeping up with the days, working on it once a week. This next project is called A Long and Short Year. It is by Pinoy Stitch. You should be seeing where it was at the last time I showed it to you. I think when I showed it to you last, I probably had finished the January wiener dog, I think. So I'm very happy to say that since then I have kept up with it and I finished the February and the March wiener dogs. Oh, it would help if I removed the clips. So now I have January, February, and March. And as you can probably tell, I changed the colors so that it looks more like my dog, Frank. I think it's looking so cute. The months of the year, it's just looking so cute. And the March being a St. Patrick's Day, like Irish little guy, he's so precious. It says kiss me. I don't know if you can tell in the back stitch, but I think it's precious. Turning out real good. This got 974 stitches in those last two motifs since the last time I showed you this, and I didn't mention anything about this. I started this one on January 3rd of this year, and I'm just keeping up, stitching it month by month. This is being stitched on 32 count linen in Vintage Blue Whisper by Zweigart. And it is at 24.67%. So, yeah. I will be honest, I am not loving this linen, but I'm just gonna deal with it because it's fine. But it is very thin, and it's probably hard to tell, but this is 32 count linen, and the holes are just absolutely gigantic. Can you see how big those holes are? I don't know. Not my favorite fabric for sure, but it's okay. This next one is The Wedding by Lavender and Lace. I got this one started on January 4th, 2026. I started it with my friend Rachel from Lemonade Stitching. We have the same wedding date. She got married this past year in 2025 on October 17th, and I'm getting married in 2026 on October 17th. So we decided to start two different Lavender and Lace patterns together. Hers is The Bride by Lavender and Lace, and I'm stitching The Wedding. So you should definitely check out her channel to see the progress that she's made on The Bride. It's looking really good. Definitely go to her channel and check that out. Since the last time I showed you this, I have added 2,362 stitches to it, bringing it to 12.68%. So here it is. It kind of looks like a whole bunch of nothing right now. I mean, it's looking like more than the nothing it kind of looked like last time, but I did do a center start on this one. So right now it is currently just in the dress of the bride. But honestly, I do think it's looking really good, especially taking a few steps back and looking at it right now. It's looking really pretty. This is being stitched on, what is this? 36 count Dolomite by Fiber on a Whim. This is a linen, and I'm stitching it 2 over 2. I actually, yeah, as I mentioned, this is at 12.68%. I know that because I actually recharted this pattern myself using the Stitchly app. I am very much a iPad stitching girly. I do not do the paper patterns. I have done the paper patterns. It's definitely not my favorite. I am a bit of a statistics nerd, and I love to know exactly how far I am on the projects that I work on, knowing exactly how many stitches are in there and what my percentage is. So I did spend a few days back in December getting this pattern digitized, and I am so glad I did that. I think it would have been a lot more work to keep up with this one on the paper chart. But yeah. So that is where I'm at with this one. I think it's turning out really good. I love my choice of fabric. I think, especially once all the different elements of the chart get added to it, I think the color of the fabric is just gonna, like, I'm just gonna be continuing to be even happier with my choice. So that is that one. All right, so now I'm getting into the new starts, which also means a start and finish. So let's get right to it. The start and finish that I had since my last video was Frosty's Valentine by Annie B's Folk Art. It is 3,018 stitches total, and well, I guess I'll just show you because I don't have a comparison picture to show you from last time. So here she is. It was a cute little Valentine's stitch for me. So I got this one started on January 24th, 2026. I was getting into the Valentine's Day mood. So cute, little snowman, a snowman and snow woman exchanging Valentines. Very cute little pattern. Hopefully it's not getting too washed out by my light here, but I think she is so cute. Again, yeah, only about 3,000 stitches, and it was a pretty easy stitch. I stitched this on 32 count Zephyr linen by Picture This Plus 2/2. I had a lot of fun stitching this one. I guess I don't really have a lot to say about this one, but yeah, I started this one after my last video and finished it. Oh, I guess I should have written down when I finished it. I finished it on February 28th. So yeah, it took me just a little over a month to do this one. Actually, I officially finished it on March 1st. I finished the cross stitching on February 28th, and I put all the back stitching in on March 1st. So this one has also been on my Instagram if you've seen that. This next new start was another Valentine's Day stitching for me. This one is called Elements of Love, and it is by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I got this one started on February 1st, 2026, and I have added 1,038 stitches to it, and it is at 65.65%. So here it is. I still have the 1, 2, 3 stitch sticker on the fabric. But yeah, here it is. It's just a cutie little small. This is another one that I have added to my work pieces. So I just put this in my work bag. It's only a few colors and it's a good amount of block stitching. So it's a good one to work on during my lunch break. And I have been exclusively working on this one at work since probably like early February. So it's seen, you know, a fair amount of progress. Yeah, 65.65%. I was hoping to get this one. Actually, I think my goal was 50% in February, so I did meet that goal, but I was hoping to get it actually done in February because it's really not that big, but that's okay. As I've mentioned before, if you've watched my videos before, I am a chemist. I got my degree in chemistry, so even though it's like kind of a Valentine's Day piece, it's a chemistry piece, so I feel like I can finish it and work on it whenever. So I'm not in any particular rush. This is being stitched on 28 count Mirage Lugana by Picture This Plus. It is a nice, like, let's see, like a dusty purple color, I'd say, with a good amount of modeling, nothing too crazy, but definitely noticeable modeling. I definitely thought it was going to be more like gray, and maybe it's showing up kind of gray, but it's definitely a purple in real life. It looks really good. I like it. My last new start is a really fun one. This is A Mother Is by Primrose Cottage. I am stitching this to hopefully give it to my mom as a Mother's Day present. So here it is. Almost at halfway. Just barely not halfway. This is being stitched on 28 count Mushroom Lugana by Zweigart and 2/2. And this is my first piece. This is my first time ever using fancy floss. I'm only using 2 fancy flosses. I am using this yellow, which is it is Honeycomb by Classic Colorworks, which is the called for, and this like pinky red color in Mother right here, that is Tennessee Red Clay, I believe is what it's called, also by Classic Colorworks. This whole piece is called for in Classic Colorworks, but as it was my first time even trying it, I figured I'll do just 2 and see how it goes. And honestly, I think it's working out really good. I think the 2 I chose definitely hold a lot of weight in the effect that they give. And I think it's okay that the ones that are just a DMC conversion, I think it's working really well. I think it was a good decision to go with the ones that I went with and DMC convert the rest of them. So I think this one is super cute. I found out that I'm really liking Primrose Cottage patterns. I definitely think this will not be the last Primrose Cottage I ever do. So really enjoying this one. Now I want to take some time to go through my cross stitch goals. I took some time in my last video to explain how I was tracking my goals, and I talked about what my goals were for January. So I'd like to wrap up how the month of January closed out. I'll talk about my goals for February and how I did with those, and I will talk about my goals for March. I haven't planned out my goals for April yet. So even though we are already about halfway through the month of March, I still want to tell you what my goals are, and we'll see if I hopefully record a video in April, we'll be able to see how I finished up in March. So all that being said, a reminder of what my goals were for January. My goals were to keep up with my temperature stitch, to finish my January wiener dog in a long and short ear. I wanted to reach 60% on Frank. I wanted to finish the hexagon I was working on in the James Webb Space Telescope, and I wanted to put 2,000 stitches into the wedding. I also wanted to FFO the ornament that I had stitched myself in November or December of last year. And long story short, I met all of those goals except for I did not fully finish the ornament. Whatever, it was for me. I finished the ones that I gave away as gifts. I did, yep. But the one for me, no. Nope, it was not a priority. Sorry. Sorry if you like FFOs. It's just, I'm not an FFOer. Not at this point in my life. Sorry about it. Okay, and then my February goals, ignore the fact that I spelled February wrong, like don't look at it, it's fine. My goals were to finish my February wiener dog in a long and short ear, finish the Frosty's Valentine project, reach 4,000 stitches on the wedding, bring Elements of Love by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery to 50%, keep up with Whip Go, which was a total of 2,700 stitches on Frank, and to keep up with my daily temperature stitch again. Once again, I finished all my goals except one, and the goal that I didn't keep up with in February was to reach 4,000 stitches on the wedding. So for March, my goals are to keep up with Whip Go again, or my Stitch Go for Frank, which will be a called for 700 stitches. To keep up with my daily temperature stitch, which I keep calling it that. It is the A Year in Stitches by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. I want to reach 6,000 stitches on the wedding. Again, I'm trying to get back on track with that one, but we'll see. To finish my March wiener dog in a long and short ear, to finish another hexagon in James Webb Space Telescope, and I want to finish A Mother Is by Primrose Cottage. So as of today, I have finished one of these, which is the finish the March wiener dog in long and short ear. I am very close to achieving my Stitch Go goal on Frank, I believe. And the other ones, you'll just have to tune in and see how I finish up with those when I hopefully make another video in April. As I mentioned, I haven't planned out my goals for April yet, as we're still a couple weeks away. The one thing that I do know that I intend to do in April is I intend to start the new Lola Crow sale that I believe it is starting in late April. It is the Museum After Midnight sale. Please comment down below if you're participating in this sale. This will be my first Lola Crow. I absolutely adore all of her past sals. I've seen obviously so many people have stitched them, and I think they are just so wonderfully creative, and I am really looking forward to participating in my first Lola Crow. So yeah, please comment down below if you're participating. I would love to connect with you and get to watch your progress and cheer you on as we both work on it. I also have a ton of haul to show you. I have gone a little bit crazy in the pattern purchasing department. I definitely didn't see myself being somebody who hoards patterns, but something in the last 2 months, I don't know, a switch flipped in me, and I have just been buying a lot of patterns. So I have a lot of haul. I also have bought several like stitching notions that I will share. So stay tuned if you are into that, and let's get to it. All right, so now on to haul. As I mentioned, I have bought a lot of patterns in the last couple months. So and also, as I mentioned, I am definitely a markup RXP girly, so I don't have a lot of physical patterns. I do have some, but most of these are PDFs. So I will just list them out, and I will put a picture of the cover image of each pattern over here, and that's just how we'll do that. So, all right, let's just list them off. Progress Goose by Fine Frog Stitching. Love her. A Mother Is by Primrose Cottage. We've already talked about that. I've started that one. Crafty Goose by Frizzy Lizzy Stitches. Obviously, this was an extremely popular pattern last year. I was such a brand new stitcher at that time. I don't know that I had seen that pattern come out at the time that it did, but you know what? I don't even have to spend time on it. Enough people have talked about it. It's an amazing pattern. It is just so cutie, and it's not like an extreme amount of stitches, so I don't know when I'm gonna stitch that, but sometime it's a must. The next one I bought was Tequila by Stitch Rovia. I saw this pattern on it was a video by Will at Stitch. I had never seen it before, but I believe it was his Whip Parade. Yeah, I believe it was his Whip Parade this year. He shared this pattern, and I was like, yeah, I'm getting that one. I think I'll stitch it for my dad. I bought I Like Cross Stitch by Jet X Stitch. This is obviously a super popular pattern right now, as it should be. I am really looking forward to getting started on this one. This would be my first Jet X Stitch pattern. I think I'm gonna start this one once I finish Frank, so that's another reason why I'm super motivated to get that one finished. I bought the pattern for Oh Christmas Tree by Lavender and Lace. I mean, what do we even have to say? Like, it's gorgeous. The next one I bought is Home Sweet Home by With I Needle and Thread. I had been looking for a patriotic piece to stitch for America's 250th birthday. I don't want to spend a lot of time on it, but I do have like conflicting feelings about celebrating America right now and being like, woo woo, go America. This is a patriotic piece that I think is really cute, and I'm hoping to get that started probably in, like June or July, heading towards the, American Independence Day. So my Home Sweet Home is actually a physical pattern. I bought this from Hobby House Needleworks. She's so cute. Honestly, what drew me to it for the most part, like for real, was the little strawberries here, in a bird. I thought this was a cute patriotic piece. To hopefully stitch for America's birthday. So I love America. I love America. I love my home sweet home. I could get emotional, but I love America. I don't love some things going on right now, but I think that just goes to show how much I love it, that I care about it so much, and I have high expectations for it. So it sucks to be disappointed, but enough on that. The next one I bought is Deadly Aquarium by Lola Crow. As I mentioned, I'm excited to start the new Lola Crow sal coming up, but I have been in love with the Deadly Aquarium sal ever since I started seeing it on FlossTube. I guess last year. A lot of people were still finishing it up in early 2025. I think this is just no notes. I mean, it's honestly so perfect. This is Stars and Stripes Forever by Annie B's Folk Art. So I enjoyed stitching Frosty's Valentine by Annie B's Folk Art, so I'm hopeful this will be all the same. It says Stars and Stripes Forever. I love it. I think this will be really cute with some fancy floss. Probably will stitch this on a pretty small count fabric, possibly 1 strand. I haven't tried that yet, but I feel like I can get into that. It looks really good. When I see 1-stranded stitching in person, I'm like, yeah, I think I can get into that. So that's this one, Stars and Stripes Forever by Annie B's Folk Art. And again, I love America. I hope America lasts forever. So looking forward to stitching that, hopefully for America's birthday. Something super exciting that happened in the last 2 months is I was lucky enough to be the winner of a giveaway on FlossTube. So I won Andrew the Runner Stitcher's most recent giveaway. It was for the pattern of, it is called Garden Surprise. It is by Designs for the Needle. He recently finished this project. And so if you go check out his channel, you'll be able to see his finish. He did it on a super cute, I believe it was a very light green fabric, and it turned out just so cute. It is definitely a more, I don't want to say vintage style stitch, but definitely more like 90s style cross stitch. And I think it's so cute. It definitely reminds me of cross stitch that my grandma used to do. And I love the colors. I think the mice are so cute. And honestly, I just cannot believe I won. I cannot believe I won. I enter into so many cross stitch giveaways on FlossTube, and it's just so cool that I actually won one, and Andrew sent it to me. I thought that was awesome. I love Andrew the Runner Stitcher. You should definitely check out his channel if you are not familiar with him. He is just an absolute delight, and he was so sweet, and he included a little note along with the shipment. That was just incredibly sweet. And he also included this sweet little Christmas bag charm. I love it so much. It is made by, let's see, Pish Posh on Parade by Holly Hogue. Yeah. Pish Posh on Parade. Very cute. I don't currently have any Christmas projects that are in a project bag right now, so I haven't put it on anything yet, but I definitely will be putting it on something. As soon as I start another Christmas project, this will go on the project bag expeditiously. Just so cute. I mean, he just did not have to include that, you know? Like, he sent me the pattern and that was amazing as is. But the fact that he sent me a cute little note and this beautiful Christmas bag charm, I mean, that's just so precious. So thank you so much, Andrew. I am still just in shock that I won, and it's just so sweet. I can't get over it. Okay, my final piece of haul. It has probably been an hour of me just going through my haul. Final piece of haul for this video is actually a kit. This is a Bothy Threads kit called Welcome Little Sausage. Are you surprised? Are you shocked? Are you shocked that I found a wiener dog kit and bought it? Of course I did, because of course I did. It's so cute. I love it so much. I mean, really nothing else to say. But yeah, it's Bothy Threads, so of course it's a kit, and it comes with like their signature speckled fabric. I love it. I don't know when I'll stitch it, but it's mine now. It'll get stitched eventually. At least I tell myself that. Okay, I lied. I think I already said it was my last piece of haul. Nope. More haul. Now we're on to notions. I have bought so much this past month. 2 months. Okay. It's 2 months, so it's not that bad that I have a lot, right? Right. Okay, so this piece of haul that I have here is a thread bed that I got from Julie's Shed on Etsy. Hey, love this thing so much. So it is this cute little heart-shaped thread bed. So I'll show you everything I have in it. Cutie little heart, has a cute little button on it. It opens up and it has felt on the inside to be a thread bed. So I use this whenever I'm stitching away from home. So I bring it to work with me when I'm stitching during my lunch break, I can use it. And also when I've gone to stitchy days, I've used it. Ignore that, something just fell out. But I love this thing. I can fit so much in it. Obviously it holds my threads. It holds some needles. I have a snag nabbit right here. It holds my little travel scissors. I have a seam ripper in here, which, you know, hopefully I never have to use, but sometimes I do. I also have a needle threader in here. A lot of times I'll also have a pair of tweezers in here because Frank's dog hair gets in everything, but I actually don't have any in here right now. But I absolutely love this thing. I will link the Etsy shop down below. I love this thing. I would 100% recommend it if you are somebody who stitches on the go. I think this is just the perfect little notion to carry with you. It fits, like, it's this small. It fits in my hand, but it opens up pretty large and it can fit a lot of stuff in it, and I love it. I just throw it into my project bag and everything stays together and I love it. So this one is a piece of haul I am very happy with. Next bit of haul is a few project bags, actually a lot of project bags. I didn't have like any project bags before, and now all of my projects are in project bags. I was just realizing that as my whip count was going up, it was definitely going to be helpful to have project bags to keep everything organized. So I have got into project bag in the last couple months. So where's my other one? Okay, so really quick, I got this set of 3 bags from Hobby Lobby. I don't know what like the intention for these bags like actually were, but I'm using them as project bags. So it's this cute little set of 3 bags. I was just like at Hobby Lobby one day and I was just walking around and I saw this and I was like, I can use those as project bags. So this one is like all vinyl, but it's got like cute flowers, like, you know, it's just like a cute pattern, and it's waterproof vinyl, of course, so that's nice. And that is currently holding my the Wedding by Lavender and Lace project, which is very nice. And then this one has a very long front care on it. Just strawberries, very cute. I will very likely be using this for whatever my strawberry moon cell piece ends up being, for Marjorie made strawberry moon cell in 2026, but right now it is holding my Year in Stitches project, which is very nice. Okay, I love that. And then this one just says pretty things on it, and it is just holding my flosses for A Mother Is by Primrose Cottage. So, and I guess while I'm here, I'll just show you the fancy flosses that I got. So like I said, Classic Colorworks, Honeycomb, and yeah, Tennessee Red Clay. There they are. Very cute. Love. Love, love, love. Okay. All right. And then those were like the only like cutesy looking project bags that I got. Otherwise, I did buy a big pack of these ones that you've probably seen everywhere. I just got these from Amazon. Yeah, it does the job. You know what I mean? I'm definitely going to start getting into like legit project bags, but for today, this is doing a good job of keeping my projects organized. So happy with that. So then the next bit of haul is I have bought 4 new needle minders. I'll just show those relatively quickly. Okay, so I bought 3 needle minders from My Big Toe Designs. I just got these through 123 Stitch. This one is the Dachshund one that I had on my Frank cross stitch piece because of course. Maybe it'll focus if I can figure out how to get my face out of the frame. Hopefully you can see that pretty nicely. Very cutie. And then I got, this one is a paw print. This one's living on my long and short year cross stitch that, again, you probably already saw it. Cute. Let's see, then this one is just some hearts. Pretty simple, but very cute. Yep, like that. And then this one is a rose from Letty Stitch. I also got it through 123 Stitch. This one is living on a Mother Is. Okay, let's see. I think there is more haul still. My last little bit of haul is gonna be 2 Nerd hoops. I got this large one, which, how big is it? I don't know. It's the biggest that I think they have on 123 Stitch's website, but it's a pretty baby pink color. So when I saw that, I was like, yeah. Oh, actually I lied. This is the number 4 size, so the 280 millimeter size. It says it right there on it. So I got the large one and the smallish one. This is number 2, 165 millimeters. So I like them because they are baby pink and I wanted to try them out. I'm not sure if I use them correctly. I mean, they have these, maybe it would be easier to see on this one. They have these notches on the back, right? But like, it doesn't even touch the fabric. So I'm kind of not sure. Like, if they're not supposed to grab onto the fabric, then what are they there for? You know what I mean? So if you use Nerd Hoops and if I'm using them wrong, please comment down below. Or if I'm using them right, please let me know, because I don't know, that's just confusing to me. Like, I feel like that notch is there intentionally and that makes me think I'm using it wrong. So if I'm using it wrong, please let me know. Because also I thought like people like Nerd Hoops because they keep the tension really well, and I kind of feel like this isn't keeping tension as well as I like thought it would. It's possible I just like don't have it tight enough, but anyway, let me know if you think I'm using it wrong, or you know, if you're a new Nerd Hoop lover and you're disappointed to hear that I'm like not thrilled about the tension keeping. Let me know, because maybe seriously, maybe I'm probably using it wrong, but I'm not sure how else to use it right, I guess. Other than I feel like those notches kind of matter, but what do I know? They're cute, baby pink, my favorite color. So I bought them and I will use them, but I just feel like I'm missing something. I don't know. You let me know. I thought it would be fun to do some shout outs to some floss tubers. So first of all, I would like to shout out 2 floss tubers that mentioned me in recent videos. I just wanted to share some of the love that they showed my way. So first is Tyler from Will It Stitch. I have already mentioned him earlier in this video. I think he is just an absolute joy. I love how he shares all his projects. Like, he has so many whips, but they are fantastic. I think he is so intentional about every whip that he works on. I love the color conversions he does, and I just think he is a delight. So I love watching him. I also follow him on Instagram, and I was just so honored that he mentioned me in his one of his recent videos. And yeah, I think you should check out his channel and probably like and subscribe. So yeah. I'd also like to thank Bridget from Dawson's Stitchery. Bridget is so super supportive of my Instagram posts. I see her on Instagram all the time. And she is a new floss tuber. I think she has, don't quote me on this, but I want to say like 4 or 5 floss tubes up. So you should definitely give her a look. Check out her channel. She works on some really cute projects, and she does some really sweet FFOs. She's made some like cute little pillow finishes that I think are absolutely adorable. And I think she's just really sweet. So definitely give her a look and like and subscribe to her channel. All right, and then some other channels that I've been loving a lot recently, and that I just wanted to send some love their way. Katie from Wandering Foot. I think Katie has an absolute fantastic story. She is a veteran and she has moved all around the country. She has lived in several states, and I think she is just an absolute light in this world. I love tuning into Katie's videos. She is a newer FlossTuber, but I think she has, I don't even know. She's probably up to FlossTube number 5 now, if I had to guess. And she just got started, I want to say, in like January. So she is absolutely just moving and grooving, and I have been loving every second of it. I consider her my friend. I don't know if she knows who I am, but I really have, I've loved watching her. I think she is very wise. I think the love that she puts out into the world, she deserves 1,000 times back. So absolutely love her. Megan the Seattle Stitcher, always love Megan. I mean, I think she is super well known in this community, but felt right to give her a shout out. I always watch her videos, and I love her style. I love the pieces she chooses to work on. I love the color choices that she makes. You know, she does a lot of, you know, color conversions, and just, you know, in general, switches up from the called for, and I love it all. Definitely think you should give her a look. If you are somehow not familiar with her, definitely check out her channel and subscribe. She does a lot of fun FFOs. I really like seeing how she finishes her pieces. She did a really cute like Halloween wreath recently for a Halloween piece, and I loved that. It's so inspiring. For me, as somebody who doesn't do FFOs, like, it was really cool to see like something really fun like that. It was a fun example. Sam from Slow Snail Stitching. She is a new to me FlossTuber. I think she's been around for a little bit now, but I recently discovered her. I think she's super relatable. I think she's really funny. She's introduced me to some new designers, so I've really been loving seeing her videos. So I've been watching her a fair amount lately. And then last but not least is Krista from Clover Hop Stitching. She is just a joy overall. I mean, I really think that sums it up perfectly well. I think she is just an absolute joy. We've interacted a fair amount on Instagram. I'd like to think of us as friends. She is new to FlossTube in the last couple of months, but she's had a presence on Instagram for, I think, a few years now. But I think she's just so entertaining. I absolutely enjoy everything that she has to talk about over there. So I definitely think you should check her out and subscribe to her new FlossTube channel. Okay, so thank you so much. If you have made it to the end of this video, thank you. I genuinely applaud you. It has been a long one. I feel like I have no idea what the length of this video is going to be by the time I edit it down, but I've been sitting here for a while putting this video together. So if you are still here, I thank you so very much. If you feel like it, please check me out on Instagram. My Instagram is AshleyXStitches, the same as my YouTube. I would love to keep up with you over there. Again, it is hard to find time to sit down and film, but I am on Instagram, if not every day, most days. So that's a great way that I'd love to get to know more of you. It's definitely easier to talk on Instagram than it is on YouTube. So I would definitely appreciate it if you gave me a follow. Please comment down below. I see every comment. I try to reply to every comment. I love getting to know you guys in the comments down below. You know, ever since creating my FlossTube channel, I have definitely started commenting on more FlossTube videos, because now I understand like how much more fun this all is if we're talking to each other. Otherwise, I can sit and make videos just talking to myself, you know, forever, but it's so nice getting comments. It feels like I'm actually having a conversation and not just sitting here talking to myself. I really would appreciate it if you would leave me a comment. I'd love to get to know you a little bit down there. And well, I guess if you're gonna leave me a comment, please go ahead and also like and subscribe. It really helps out my channel. It helps other people find me, and it helps me make more FlossTube friends in general. So I really would appreciate it if you're here and you want to, it would mean the world to me if you could like this video and subscribe to my channel. Okay. I have said a whole lot. I am ready to just chill out and relax and do some stitching, and I definitely need to drink like a gallon of water after all of the talking I have done tonight. Enough yapping. Thank you so much for being here. I am happy to be back. I can't wait to talk to you guys in the next video. Bye for now.